The night the river sang. That night, the river started singing. And the voices were calling my name. My name is Ebuka. I was 16 the year it happened. I lived in a small village called Umyoma, where the river Mko ran behind our farms. Everyone in the village knew one rule: never go near the river after sunset. Our elders said the river once spoke a prophecy, many years ago, about something that would return. But nobody remembered what it was. They said the song was forgotten, buried by time. Until that night. It was during the dry season. The river had become small, almost quiet. That evening, my mother sent me to fetch water before it got too dark. I took my small calabash and ran toward the river. The sky was red, and bats were already flying out of the trees. When I got close, I heard something strange. At first, it sounded like the water bubbling. Then it became clearer, soft voices, like a group of people humming under the water. I froze. The sound rose and fell like a song. The words weren't clear, but I could swear I heard my name. Ebuka. Ebuka. My heart jumped. I looked around. There was no one. Just the river, glowing faintly in the fading light. I dropped my calabash and ran home. That night, I couldn't sleep. Even with my eyes closed, I kept hearing the sound in my head. Around midnight, I heard something else, the same humming, but this time it came from outside. I sat up. From my window, I saw the moonlight on the river. The water was moving even though there was no wind. Then I saw shapes, like shadows of people, rising from it. They moved slowly, swaying like they were dancing. And then, they started to sing again. The words were old, but I could understand them somehow. When the river sings again, blood will return to the ground. When the forgotten name is called, one must answer. I covered my ears, but the voice went straight into my head. Suddenly, I felt my legs move. Without knowing why, I walked out of the hut. The air was cold. My feet were bare. The singing grew louder with each step I took toward the river. It was as if something was pulling me. When I reached the bank, the water was shining white, like the moon had melted into it. I saw faces in the current, men, women, children, all whispering. Then one face rose above the rest. It was my late grandfather. He looked right at me and said, "Ebuka, it is time to remember." Before I could speak, the water splashed, and I saw something in it, a small wooden mask floating toward me. I knew that mask. It used to hang in the elders' hut before it disappeared years ago. The one they said was from the old prophecy. I reached out, but before I touched it, everything went silent. The river went still. The faces vanished. I turned and ran home again. The next morning, the whole village gathered at the river. The mask was sitting on the shore, dry and clean, like someone had placed it there. The oldest elder looked at it and started crying. He said, "The prophecy has returned." They took the mask to the shrine, and from that day, strange things began to happen, animals disappearing, people dreaming of the river calling their names. Some nights, the water still hums softly. And sometimes, when I pass by, I hear my name again. Ebuka. Ebuka. And each time I hear it, I wonder, what if the river isn't done singing yet?